Today, I want to talk about a character having done dirty in Alex Mercer from the Prototype series. Bro was done massively dirty in the second game, and I want to talk about it. I've been thinking about it. I've been pondering about it for years, and now that I have like a platform that I can talk about it, let's talk about it, man. Like, let's actually sit down and actually talk about what pissed me off as a Prototype fan coming into the second game. And Alex is just evil, man. He is a cartoonish evil villain. It's not even funny. Prototype 2, Alex is completely different from Prototype 1. And it's just, it's amazing. It astounds me how much a character can change. Now, the funny thing is, too, is that I didn't start off with Prototype 1. I started off with Prototype 2. Yet Prototype 2, Alex was still my favorite character because of the way Alex looked, bro. You can't tell me that bro wearing the hood that he wears and his black jacket with the red, like, logo on the back and the blue jeans and like those like fancy ass shoes that he wears. You can't tell me that's not fire. All right, don't sit there and tell me that's not fire, because it is. So I always liked Alex, and then eventually when I got around to playing the first game, I loved Alex even more. With some context, I was like, all right, man, like, let's really get into this character. And I started doing my own things, and I started researching, and then like I started actually collecting some of like more of the web of intrigue, because mostly I'm the type of gamer, once I finish the story or I just get bored, that's it. I'm done with the game, man. And I'll eventually replay it, but not for like a couple of months or years. But I managed to get all the web of intrigue, and Prototype 2 just never continued off of any of the plot lines that was left at the end of the game at all. Like, Orion wasn't mentioned in Prototype 2 at all. Like, nothing. I mean, yeah, we had some Gen-Tech stuff, but I mean, like, I wanted to see what Alex was gonna do with that whole racial profiling thing that was left in Prototype 1. Like, it just never got carried up. And I was highly disappointed when I replayed Prototype 2, and I was like, damn, bro, like, it's nothing like the first game at all. Like, they're not continuing off of anything, and just Alex was just done dirty, man. So if you don't know, Prototype had a couple of comics come out at the time to kind of showcase what happened. So I think it was like 2 sets came out of Prototype comics. First series was explaining how Alex became like the bad guy, and then the second series was basically the events leading up to Prototype 2. And we'll get into the Alex portion of this. I never really was kind of interested in the events that kind of led up to Prototype 2. All I knew that was Alex. You know, my mind has always been focused on how Alex kind of got done dirty after I played the first game. Alex basically makes his way and ventures his way across the world, bro. And he's, at this point, at the end of the game, he finds out that he is literally the Blacklight virus. The real Alex Mercer had died in Penn Station. And this really struggled with the new Alex. Alex is like, am I human? Am I something more? I don't know what I am. And now the game, eventually, earlier in the game, it tells you that the real Alex died in Penn Station. When Alex released that vial of the Blacklight virus and was shot, that Alex died. The Blacklight virus just took over Alex's body and reconfigured itself and everything. It got all the memories of Alex, but it also didn't, because Alex he was dead. So there was no memories to grab. And did I say grab? Okay, grab. Okay. But there was no memories for the Blacklight virus to really grab, because if you remember, in the Prototype series, it doesn't matter what you consume or whatever, you get the memories of it. So you could, consume little Timmy there walking down the street, and you'll get all his memories, and you can essentially take over his life. If your life is pretty crappy, well, you can go consume little Timmy over there and take over his life, essentially. Now, with the virus thinking that it was Alex, that's why in the game he really, like, the blacklight virus, it really tries to carry out and try to carry its memories. But the thing is that the memories that it kind of remembers, I feel like it's kind of up to like interpretation, because if you look at it, I don't really initially see, like, the virus kind of sees Alex in like the third person type of, whenever Penn Station is mentioned and it's a vision of Alex slamming the blacklight virus on the ground, it's shot in third person. Like, the blacklight virus is not seeing it through Alex's eyes. So essentially, for me, my interpretation of it is that it's the blacklight virus in the vial just kind of watching these types of events, and when it, consumed Alex, and then when it, went into his body and all that type of stuff, it just forgot, and it took over whatever was left of Alex. And then obviously, we have rest of the game building up its memories. But Alex is very troubled at the end of Prototype 1. He's very troubled because he's not human. That Alex died back in Penn Station. That Alex was shot and killed when he released that virus. And the blacklight virus even finds that, like, disgusting, how a human being could do that. Basically, how could a human being saying, oh, okay, well, I'm going down for this, well, so is all of humanity. For a virus to be disgusted with you, yeah, man, you did some messed up shit, man. You did some messed up shit. That's like basically saying that you did something, you hit somebody, and then the flu is like, oh man, you're a disgusting human being. You know how messed up you have to be for a virus to be like that? Anyways, that's beside the point. I'm rambling now. So Alex is just like, bro, I don't know who I am. I don't know if I'm human. Like, I don't know if I'm something more. So Alex, at the end of Prototype 1, journeys around the world to kind of see what humanity is like, because he's only seen what he saw in New York. He was kind of just too busy trying to save New York to really pay attention to how humans are and everything like that. So Alex truly wanted to experience humanity for himself. And tell you, man, whoever they got writing that comic didn't really do that good of a job. Like, I can kind of understand, like, Alex kind of becoming a villain, but in the terms, like, the way it happens is just so dumb. It's dumb. So Alex basically, travels around the world, and he ends up stopping, like, various crimes. At this point, we can best describe Alex as being a, like, superhero. He's stopping all these crimes, and he's doing all this stuff, but he's having the worst interactions with humans. So told him to F off. I don't know if it's actually, I'm just recalling off of memory here. I don't actually own the comic, but I do remember the last straw for Alex was he was with this family, this aunt or uncle or something like that, and the uncle was like this old, like, crime boss type of figure, but he had retired, so like he wasn't really doing that anymore. So he kind of took a whole break from that. If something happens, Alex is like forced to like kill like everyone. So Alex, yeah, okay, now I remember. So Alex remembers, like, he knows the guy's past because, like, I think he consumed like one of his like employees or something like that. So he was exposed to like the guy's entire past, and Alex is like, nope, this guy's bad, I have to fucking kill him, and yada yada yada. So he does that, and I think just sees like the worst things that the guy has ever done because he has his memories now. And then eventually he goes back to the house because he likes this girl. He likes the uncle's like niece or whatever, and he was like, listen, like, I got a crap ton of money, like, let's just get out of here. How Alex got all that money, I don't know, but cool, I guess our boy is like pickpocketing the dead bodies that he kills or dismantles. Man, that's cool. That's real hero like Alex. But Alex never said he was a hero anyways. Bro's a anti-hero. But she's like, nah, and then shoots him in the face. So Alex is like, bro, Like, that's it. So he reforms himself and basically kills her. And that's when he was like, you know what? F humanity, man. I'm done. So he goes back to New York and he releases the second outbreak, and that's where Prototype 2 began. It's just so dumb, bro, because Prototype 2's Alex goes up against everything that he stood for in the second, like in the first game, because in the first game he found it really disgusting that Alex could put humanity in a situation on the verge of extinction just because the guy got caught with the virus and he wanted to expose this mega corporation, right? But he's like, okay, well, if I'm going down, so will all of you, bro. That's like, dude, I don't even think I have like a right analogy for that shit. That's like going to the store and I'm sorry, I don't have a right I don't have a right thing for it. Normally I do, but this I don't, because it's messed up, bro. Like, what the hell? The fact that Prototype 1 Alex was like, nah, man, like, this is disgusting. Like, how could somebody do this? Now, I get, like, Alex being kind of confused because, I mean, bro's not human, but he's also something more. So I get being confused and kind of having to try to find yourself. The way the comic is written is that Alex, bro, is basically treated like 616 Spider-Man. And if you read Spider-Man right now, bro's not good. He's terrible. He's horrendous. Spider-Man is like, he's constantly going through some BS, bro. And it's annoying. And that's essentially what happened with Alex. Like, the person who wrote Alex in the prequel comic or whatever, like, it's horrendous. Like, you're telling me he doesn't see any good human being? You're telling me the entire world and Prototype is just filled with shitty fucking people? Is that what you're telling me? There's no way. There's no way. And it just butchers Alex as a character. Because, like I said, it goes up against everything that he stands for. So for him to be like, okay, let's go back to New York, release the virus again after curing it in the first game, right? Just start, like, turning people, like, into Evolve. Now, I don't know if Alex is, like, actually killing these people, because it seems like James had it completely different from Alex. Alex is the blacklight virus itself. So I think that the blacklight virus is just infecting these Evolved, and it's not like new, like, it's not essentially killing them, because Alex in the first game, the original Alex, is dead. So when the blacklight virus took over Alex's body, bro was already dead. So it just had to kind of just go off in the memories it had. So I think it's different with James and all them. They're still alive, but they're able to change form and all that type of stuff now. I don't know how it completely works. I still have a hard time understanding that myself. Then to be this, like, world dictator and be like, oh, like, I'm gonna make a new world where, like, there's no disease, like, there's no blah, blah. So, like, a part of him still wants to help out humanity. So it's like, dude, what the fuck do you want, man? Like, do you want to kill all of humanity, or do you want to save it? Like, listen, man, I get it. I really do. Bro wants to cure disease. He wants to cure hunger and, like, everything like that. If you're a virus, you don't have to worry about that shit, right? Like, Alex doesn't really have hunger. He's not hungry. You know, he's not like our boy Venom over there. Hunger. Right? Like, he's not like that. He doesn't need to eat. He doesn't need water, per se. Humanity, it would be in a better place if everybody was evolved, but Alex is also just going about it in the wrong pace. I mean, like, it's not really him to decide and be like, oh, hey, Bro is essentially the Lizard, bro, from 2012's The Amazing Spider-Man, trying to force something onto people that it's not his choice, bro. Like, and then the fact that, like, bro's kind of a creep because he takes, like, James's daughter and then, like, oh, she's gonna be like the mother of the new world, and, like, it's like, yo, chill. They butchered Alex, bro. And I'm telling you, if we get some, like, type of remakes or whatever, I want that shit retconned. Prototype 2 needs to be retconned. I don't mind James. James can still be there. He can still be infected. Maybe Alex is, like, infecting people who are on, like, basically the verge of dying, and instead of letting them die, he infects them, and something like that. But it's gotta be something better than that, bro. Prototype 2 needs to be retconned, because I'm not gonna say the story was completely and utterly horrendous, but it wasn't that great, man. Like I prefer the first game. The mystery and the intrigue with Gentech and Blackwatch was 10 times more entertaining than seeing some stereotypical angry black man. And like, I like the whole story of like him trying to find his daughter and like all that type of stuff or whatever, but that doesn't, like, that plot line doesn't like come in until like you get into like the red zone. So majority of the time, like, Heller James just thinks she's dead. That doesn't come in until later. So, but yeah, man, Prototype 2, they did Alex dirty, and I feel like they should retcon that bitch. Actually bring in somebody who can actually write a decent story and not have Alex be the main villain. You can have another villain, bro. Like, it's not like we didn't have like a main boss at the end of Prototype 1. Like, we did. We had like the cancer part of like that, like, injection, whatever. I haven't played Prototype 1 in a minute, so I forget what it is, but I remember thinking it was Orion, and then like when I replayed it, I was like, oh damn, bro, she's spitting out the cancerous part. So that's what it is. Not to say that we need to do that again, but like, not to say that Blackwatch can't create some type of weapon for the end boss battle. They've done it, bro. They've done it in Prototype 2 with like these helicopters that were like essentially shooting nukes, bro. Like, not to say, do I want an end boss battle be a whole bunch of helicopters? No, but like, you can make this giant sized tank or something. I mean, it's the Prototype world. It was never realistic. I know they tried to form it as realistic, but it's not, man. You gotta lean into the unrealistic side of the Prototype series. Anyways, bro, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and me ranting for God knows how long, and about how they just mishandled Alex. Alex is like one of my favorite video game characters, and the fact I thought Alex was always like that in Prototype 2, and then I went back and replayed the first game. Yeah, no, I was highly disappointed with Prototype 2 after that. I could barely really form. And once I found out why he turned bad, as a kid, I thought it was good, but as an adult, yeah, no, man, it's garbage. It is garbage. Anyways, if you like this video, make sure to leave a like, drop a sub. It really helped me out. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Peace. Also, before you guys go, I wanted to ask, what do you guys think about like the intro in the beginning? Do you guys want me to keep that? No, you know, like, not feeling it. I feel like it's too long, but I don't want to trim it and just have it like start up really weird. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel about like the intro in the beginning with the whole YouTube thing. Anyways.